Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome to the Traces of Nuts channel. We're going live from Park Beach, where I live, my front yard, in fact. Just had a gorgeous walk, and I'm now going to sit in the sun for a little while and get warm enough that I want to run into that ocean, which seems to look like it's, a gazillion miles away, but it's actually not. It's just the way StreamYard is. But you do get beautiful, wide, expansive skies. But yeah, things are a lot closer. Like the lady that just walked past there with a dog, I could see the rings on her fingers. 6 people already. Holy shit. Hi, everyone. So I'm doing a live to be a little bit cheeky in a way, I guess, just to do a big sweeping thank you to everyone who's been checking in on me and asking about biscuit and so on. I'll give you a biscuit update in a second. But I just wanted to let everyone know this is kind of like an across the board thank you to everyone. If I haven't responded to everyone's comments on Facebook or in Messenger or in emails or text messages, I'm a bit overwhelmed. In a good way. It's lovely to have so many people who love Biscuit wanting to know what's going on with her. And I think in life, you just want someone to be keeping an eye out for you and caring for you. And I've been overwhelmed with love and kindness. But I'm also overwhelmed in that I can't spend another day inside responding to everyone's messages. And I'm going to be working for the next couple of days. So this is sort of like a massive thank you and love you from me. But please also understand that it's a bit like when someone in your family dies and you get thousands of cards and you want to thank everyone, but it will take time. But yeah, I woke up to messages. I'm in a Facebook group, which is superb. It's a brilliant group called Pets of Isolation. Started in Tasmania, and it's international now, where people just posted pictures and stories and videos last year about their pets and what they were doing in isolation. And we've all become a very tight-knit community, and everyone looks out for everyone. And everyone's very much attached to all of the animals in there. But I got a heap of messages in Messenger from people on that group rather than them commenting on my thread. And quite a few of them this morning were almost having a go at me that I haven't replied to them yet, and making it about them. And it's just broken me, because as much as I love them all, thinking about Biscuit and wanting to know how she's doing, I've been putting updates in that group. But to wake up, I woke up to a video the vet had sent me overnight of Biscuit, because sadly she did have to spend another night at the vet. I will give the update shortly, but I just wanted to say that I spent a lot of yesterday in an incredibly high state of anxiety, not just because of Biscuit, but also some other things that are happening in my life at the moment, that could have been really easily avoided by other people, and they've essentially made my life incredibly stressful because of their bullshit. I've just started a job, as some of you know, that I'm really loving, and I'm excited about it, but I've also, adjusting to that has been pretty full on, but also I'm not able to really get excited and enjoy that yet, because of all the other things that are going on. It was only a week ago that Bertie's funeral was, I've lost 2 very close friends, and Bertie was my everyday friend. Like, we spoke every day and saw each other most days. She lived down here. She was a friend of mine from school. I'd known her for a very long time. And even just being able to grieve for her, and I'm still grieving for Mem, and then the Biscuit stuff. So, yeah, I had to actually stay at home yesterday because of these fuckers that have added an enormous amount of stress to my world, and my anxiety was through the roof. And I spent most of it worrying about Biscuit, obviously, but also trying to respond to as many messages as I could. But it's just got too much for me. So I'm just sort of asking everyone to just accept this as my massive thank you and gratitude. I'm incredibly grateful for the support I've been getting from everyone, but especially people I consider friends and close friends. I don't want anyone to feel that I'm pissed off with them because I haven't responded yet. And when you wake up to a message like that, or several messages like that, it actually adds to my anxiety because now I've got to deal with people for some reason they've decided that they are being ignored by me. I don't need it. I just don't need it. I know that each of them possibly is coming from a place of concern, but I've got shitloads of those messages. And yeah, I'm just doing this as for the YouTube community and you gorgeous people who I do adore and love, that when I can, I will be responding to everyone's messages and comments under my YouTube videos. I just can't spend another day sitting on a computer doing the best I could to respond to people, only to wake up today to messages from people implying that I was pissed off with them. It's such a weird place to be because on the one hand, nobody wants to go through life without any love or support. But on the other hand, when there is that much love and support, as much as I appreciate it, and it's certainly helped me through this weird phase, I'm now overwhelmed by all of the messages that I feel now obligated to respond to because people are getting offended or upset or even shitty with me. How do you go from sending somebody a message of concern about someone's animal one day to berating that person the next because they haven't responded? And I don't know some of these people other than they've either seen me on YouTube a couple of times or they're in this Pets of Isolation group. And on top of that, I'm still trying to acknowledge and thank the real friends in my life and the people that I love. And even that is full on. I definitely feel all the love and support, Scout. I really do. And I don't want this to sound like I'm ungrateful because I'm not. I'm unbelievably grateful. But when my mum died and when my dad died, we wrote back, we wrote thank you cards to people probably a month after each of them had died because we were trying to heal and grieve and get our lives back on track and start to eat healthy food again and look after ourselves. And we just didn't have the capacity to do it. And back then, I mean, we wrote letters and we never got a letter from someone saying, you're a prick, you didn't reply. But social media gives everyone the opportunity to just jump on and go, have I pissed you off? And it's sort of, does it negate their initial concern? Or is it, I don't know, how do people make something about them? Like if you genuinely care about something that's going on in someone's world and you reach out to them to give them love, you don't flip it the next day and give them attitude. Just do a quick hello to everyone. Hey, Emily. Hey, Raven. Nutsy. Stop Animal Cruelty. Hello. Hi, Anne-Marie. Scout. Hi, Tanny. Tanny, I think I did reply to your message, but I've logged out of Messenger. I've taken it off my phone. And I've also logged out of Facebook just for a bit longer. I really, I've got to work tomorrow. So now my new level of anxiety is now, I really hoped I could pick Biscuit up this morning and bring her home and spend the day and night with her. But it looks like she's not going to be released until much later today, which means I'll basically get tonight with her and then I'm not going to be home for 2 days. And I'm actually going to ask the vet if she can board there without being treated anymore. Like obviously they'll observe her and if she takes another turn then they can attend to her, but just ask if I can possibly leave her there for the 2 nights and then I'm home for the next 4 days for her to settle in with me, settle in. So I'm going to see what the vet has to say as well. Hey, Francesca. I know I'm acknowledging some comments, but I'm just making sure I say hi. Hi, Nika. Thank you. I don't like social pressure either, Francesca, but it's such a double-edged sword because, like I said, on the one hand, everyone wants people to love them and care about them. But on the other hand, I can only do so much. And my anxiety yesterday was so through the roof. Biscuit took a really bad turn for the worse. She's now turned a corner, but she's not where she was when I brought her home from the hospital, although the vet sent me a video of her eating food at about 11 o'clock last night. So the little truffle pig's still able to eat. But I also had an unrelated issue that was incredibly stressful, and essentially I had to stay at home, even though all I wanted to do was come down here and have a walk, because I had to sign for this fucking box when it got picked up by a courier who never arrived. And I'm dealing with my former employer who I ended up out on, stress leave for because of adrenal burnout. So that wasn't great. And I woke up to some messages this morning from people I barely know, almost sort of chastising me for not responding to them, even though I might have put a little love heart just to sort of acknowledge I'd read it. I still got yelled at. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Like on the one hand, you want to be looked after and loved, but on the other hand, if it's conditional and you're going to get berated for not responding immediately, fuck that. I've got beautiful friends, supportive friends who wouldn't do that to me. So why are people so self-centered and so self-absorbed that my lack of responding to their message, even though I barely know them, indicates I must be pissed off with them? How do you take that leap? Hey, Casper. Hey, Grandma Jackie, you come with receipts. Awesome sauce. More pizzas for the kids. I'm okay, Casper. I'm just going live to thank all of you guys for your love and support, but to let you know that, yeah, I'm unbelievably overwhelmed and grateful for all the love that I've been getting, but I'm also so overwhelmed. I just can't reply to everyone individually today. Yesterday, I spent the whole day with my anxiety through the roof, responding to messages, waiting for this fucking courier, stressing about Biscuit when they told me she wasn't, like her level had gone down again, almost back to where it was on Saturday. Like scary shit. But then I woke up this morning. Thankfully, the first thing I did was I looked at the message from the vet and saw the little video of Biscuit, and I felt so good. And then I stupidly started reading messages, and you know, there were quite a few messages where people were pretty much having a go at me for not responding. And these are probably people that if I actually ever needed them and messaged them, I probably wouldn't hear from them for a week. You know what I mean? I don't even know half of these fuckers, well, most of them. So, yeah, I'm just questioning humanity, Casper, nothing new. I've been for a beautiful walk. I'm going to have a gorgeous lunch. God, 19 people in here. It did feel like it was a lot of pressure. And I looked at everything this morning and I went, log off, boo-boo, just log off. I put on some beautiful music. My uncle and auntie, I messaged them yesterday to say that I wasn't going to be able to have lunch with them, but was still hoping that Biscuit would be home and they could pop in and meet her this morning. And obviously she's not. So they're going to pop in later on today on their way home from lunch. But I've got a feeling that she's not coming home at lunchtime. I've got a feeling it'll be this afternoon, and most likely when Patty and Lou are due to arrive. So that'll be another little thing I'll have to arrange with them. But the vet is only 5-10 minutes away, so even if they get to my house and I'm not there, I won't be far away. You have depression and anxiety and thank you, Stop Animal Cruelty. I know it's I've never had debilitating anxiety in my life up until I had burnout, and then the whole process of going through the burnout and taking leave and everything else, it did lead to some depression. I'm not medicated though, and some days I wish I fucking was, I swear to God. But I've got this far. I'm going to keep going. But yeah, isn't it funny that overwhelming love can actually make you depressed? Fuck Valentine's Day, like it's not the overwhelming love that's depressed me. It's the pressure that's now on me to acknowledge everyone's thoughts, because if I don't, I'm going to keep getting messages from people wanting to know if they've upset me or pissed me off, and then it makes me question the initial contact with me to express concern about Biscuit. It's like, oh, was that conditional on me responding to you within 30 seconds, even though I had a shitload of stuff going on? I had a meeting last night as well, a Zoom meeting. Like there was just a lot of stuff going on, and I'm exhausted. I was up at 5 a.m. yesterday to go into town to get Biscuit. I was fucking exhausted, and I really thought I had kind of, at the very least, had acknowledged all of my friends and people that I know well, and the others I thought, well, I can respond to them soon, or I'll just put another update on Facebook and they can see what's happening. But yeah, why is expressing concern to someone conditional? Like, fuck people. Fuck people. I wish I wasn't a highly sensitive person. My sister would just be like, snap out of it, Tori, you fuckwit. This is bullshit. People are disappointing. You know that. Get on with it. But it affects me. It affects me. I mean, I feel other people's pain, but when it's also my pain, and then I also feel for these people who, for some reason, think that I'm pissed off with them and I'm deliberately hurting them by not responding to their gift that they send me. Like, I feel for them too. I don't want anyone to be upset, but fuck me dead. There's only so much you can do in a day, right? I will, the rocker. Keep praying for her. She's not out of the woods yet. She's eating her food, which is great. They're doing an ultrasound and an X-ray at lunchtime to see what might be going on, like to do a proper diagnosis. The one that she had at the emergency vet, they don't have the capacity to do a thorough diagnosis like the vet down here is. So that'll be good to know what's going on, because if she comes home, and we want to make sure that all the meds she's on are going to be helping her, not hurting her, and all the doses are right. But now I'm also anxious because I've got to work tomorrow and Thursday, and I don't know how I feel about her being on her own at home. I am going to ask the vet if she'll be okay. One of my friends said she'll be fine because she feels safe at home and she's still not well, so she'll probably sleep all day. But the vet did say to me yesterday on the phone that she's probably going to need one medicine 3 times a day. And it's like, how do I do that? I work. And I work a long way away from here. How do I give her medicine in the middle of the day for the rest of her life? Like, how does that work? I'm hoping they'll say, look, give her some in the morning, give her some as soon as you get home, and give her some before she goes to bed. But if they say, no, it's got to be in the middle of the day, I'm fucked. She's fucked. I can't like conjure up a person to be there to give her medicine every lunchtime. So there's that too. Life is so fucking crazy, right? Just everything it throws at you. I just feel like I've had a lot thrown at me this year. I've had a lot of great stuff thrown at me too, but I'm kind of over the shitty stuff. Like, bad things come in threes. I think I've done my 3 for the year in the last 6 weeks. Thank you very much. Yeah, the water's looking good. It's not super hot today, but I'll get warm enough just sitting here chatting to you guys to jump in. I did bring my board down with me, but there's a few surfers out down the bluff, but it might pick up a little bit, but it's not very big at the moment. So, hey, Kylie. I know, Nika. Yeah, I've started a new job. That's another thing that's going on. I mean, that in its own right's big, that in its own right is a big deal. And in the 2 weeks I've worked for these guys, it's like, I'm just letting you know, I've got an incredibly sick friend I'm going to pop in and see her after work before we have dinner together. And then it's like, just letting you know she died and I've got her funeral. And now it's going to be like, just letting you know my cat was at the emergency vet hospital over the weekend. One of my bosses is flying down tomorrow, so I can't not work. He's coming down to keep training me. Um, and I want to work. I do. I'm really getting into this job. But yeah, starting a new job in its own right is full on without all this other stuff. Oh my God. I'm just glad I had an emergency savings account for Biscuit. But there's a thing here too called vet pay, which I've been approved up to $1,000. So when I pick up Biscuit, they'll cover 1,000 and they pay it instantly. And then work out a repayment plan. I mean, I've still got enough money in my account at the moment for the bill. Fuck knows what it's going to be. It's going to be horrific. But it's good to have that now as well as an option if she gets sick again before I've built up the savings again, because she's pretty much cut through 3/4 of it. This is not a request for money, by the way. Thank you. Some of you did make very sweet donations and generous ones at that, and I'm very, very grateful, but I feel weird even accepting them. They certainly will make life a little bit easier till I get paid next. I do appreciate it, but I didn't need the money. But thank you so much for being so generous. You're very sweet people. And I have thanked those people. I haven't not. See, they're the ones that are entitled to be shitty with me, I reckon. If someone's given you some money and you don't thank them straight away, there's a reason to be pissed off. But other than that, I don't sound ungrateful. I feel like I do, but thank you. 21 people in here. Everybody loves Biscuit. I'm just trying to. I feel like I just wanted to scroll back up through chat, and I ended up scrolling right to the bottom in one stroke. Beach therapy. 20 people in here. Wondering where their emails are. Exactly, Grandma Ducky. Well, here's your response. Thank you, everyone. Moving right along. Oh, Mel popped in. Hi, Dave. God, I'm so far behind in chat. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm not far behind. I haven't had a chance to check with everything. I will keep looking, Will. You're such a sweetheart. Thanks, mate. Hey, Mel. I'm sorry. Why are you sorry? Just putting some lip balm on. Hang on. I'm going to have a sip of water too. Hey, Mel, how come you're awake at this hour? Are you doing a school run? What are you 3 hours behind? It's like 7:30. Must be a school run. I didn't mean it like that, but I wasn't talking about you, Mel. I was talking about the people in the I've responded to your message, but I was talking about the people in this group that I woke up to a lot of messages from people wanting to know why I hadn't responded, or saying, you know, have I pissed you off or have I upset you? And it was a bummer for me. I'm being honest. Like, I guess one thing too with people is even when they are mentioning something or saying something, they don't realise there could be 30 other people doing the same thing. But yeah, it was just a little bit. Yesterday was really hard for me. I finally had a cry, but I don't know whether it was for Birdie, for Mem, for Biscuit, or just for how broken I am right now. But I've still got a new job that I have to wake up and go up and do. I tried really hard to thank as many people as I could. But yeah, I haven't been this broken in my lifetime, even losing when I lost my parents. And the one person I spoke to every day who would be really helping me through this is Birdie, and she's gone. So, yeah, it's lovely that people have said call if you want to chat. I'm all talked out. I mean, I'm talking now, obviously, but um, I tried to put updates on here and also on Facebook so everyone kind of knew what was going on. But yeah, I spent a lot of time on the phone dealing with some really heavy stuff. Nothing to do with Biscuit, nothing to do with Birdie, nothing to do with Mem, nothing to do with my new job. A whole lot of other shit that was incredibly stressful, as well as the courier bullshit. I just hit the wall. I'm broken. So today's a bit of mental health until I can go and see Biscuit. But it was really just to go live and thank everyone for checking in on me and taking this right now as an across the board thank you in case you don't hear from me for a few days, because after I end this live, I've logged off Facebook. I don't have Facebook or Messenger on my phone at the moment. I'm nowhere near my house. And I've got other things I've still got to keep focused on other than Biscuit today. So this is kind of a thank you because the next couple of days I'm going to be working. Biscuit's not out of the woods yet. I'm actually learning at the age of 54 to finally give myself me time. I'm recognizing that at the moment I'm overwhelmed. And I'm overwhelmed at the amount of love and support I've been getting, but that comes with a responsibility as well. So this is my thank you to everyone who I may not have responded to yet. I think I have in this, at least my YouTube people, but if there's comments under my videos, that sort of stuff, like I don't want to sit on my laptop today and see messages from the Pets of Isolation group saying, why aren't you responding? I mean, even one of my friends said, I know you need some healing time and some space. I said, yeah, I do. And then she kept responding to me, and even that's stressful. And Joe was like, oh, I'm really sorry. I keep messaging you. It's like, that's cool, dude. I'm about to log off, so I won't know if you're messaging me anymore or not. But even that sort of, yeah, I need to heal. I'll talk soon. And then the messages keep coming. So, I had a few of that. It's a double-edged sword. You want to be loved and cared for, but I don't want to disappoint anyone because I'm only able to do so much right now. I know, poor little Fluff. Send out lots of love for Biscuit. Hopefully the ultrasound today will be the key to fixing everything. She is eating, so the vet's like, that's a good sign. I'm like, yeah, but she'd probably eat if she was like, she probably, her last meal would be the minute before she dropped dead. That cat loves food more than anything. I know it is a good sign, but Biscuit is, she was called Boomba for a reason. She's only 5 kilos now because she got so sick. So they actually want me to put her on a diet to get her a little bit chubbier. I lost all my friends because I can't deal with people. But look, stop animal cruelty. You're such a radiant joy in the YouTube world, and so many people love you. But yeah, I'm dealing with a friendship at the moment that's causing me a lot of conflict, and that's another thing I'm dealing with. Yeah, and I've kind of just made the decision with that one. I can't take it on and address it at the moment, so I'm just distancing myself for a while until I decide whether I'll say something or just let it sort of drift away. But it's really conflicting me at the moment too. Good to see you, Dave Larson. My fur baby is a mural. Thanks, Will. And look, I do have some strength inside me. I do, even though I feel very weak and broken right now. I've probably got fucked potassium levels, to be honest. But because I'm always the rock and the person who holds everyone else's hands, and at the moment I'm actually broken. A lot of people who rely on me as a rock are not coping with that either, and that's weird too. That's sort of the problem I'm having with this friendship I'm questioning at the moment, because I've been a really solid rock and support for this girl for the last 9 months, and not once in that time has she asked me how I am or anything about my life. She's aware that I've lost 2 very close friends. She's aware that Biscuit is very sick, and the only contact I had from her was to find out how Bertie died, and that's it. Not even a, oh my God, Tori, I feel for you, this is horrible. Just, oh, I haven't been on Facebook lately, didn't realise Caroline had died. What did she die from? That's the message I got. I ain't superhuman. I don't have a cape. Thanks, Mel Mel. Thanks for popping in. You've probably already gone because I'm so far behind. Yeah, anxiety's a bitch. Hashtag fuck anxiety. Poor Channy's buffering. She's always buffering. It's very peaceful down here. Casper, yeah, thanks about the need to talk. I've got a lot of beautiful people I know I can ring and talk to, but I'm so talked out. I was on the phone to a very close friend yesterday for 2 hours, and she was amazing. She's got some shit going on as well. The pair of us kind of put our woes to one side and helped each other with our respective woes. But yeah, I've been checking in on everyone who's sad about Bertie, and I'm just all talked out, which a lot of people might be going, woohoo, she's finally going to shut up. Speech therapy. Anxiety does suck. So does depression. Hey, Val. I don't know if everyone's still here, who's come and gone. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks, Tanny, for if you can fill people in on the Biscuit thing, because that's another thing yeah, she's better, but hopefully home today. If not, she might be having a couple of nights at the vet, just as a, like what's the word, a border. But if the vet says she'll be fine at home, and in fact, if being at home might be perfect for her to keep healing, I don't think her condition is something that she'll go downhill like really, really drastically in the time that I'm at work. And if the vet says she'll be fine and she just needs to sleep and get her strength back, I won't be stressed. But if the vet's like, well, you need to give her medicine at lunchtime, blah, 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 I'm like, well, you're going to have to keep her, and I'm going to have to mortgage my house again. Being a YouTube star, far from it. Thanks, Nika. Tori, I often turn off everything for a couple of days to reset. Yeah, Casper, I respect and admire you for that. And before even discovering YouTube, I was quite heavily into reading all the articles that were sort of showing that social media and living your life online can lead to depression. And I believe that for sure. But you kind of feel, especially like I'm the one that chose to go public about Biscuit, so I do have a responsibility to respond and update people and so on. And I have been doing that. I'm just it just got too much, and there was only so much I could do last night, and I ended up falling asleep. This is how fucking warped my head was yesterday. I ended up finding, and God knows why I chose it, because of all the things to listen to, although it was pretty gentle, but it was people like survivors, children who survived Sandy Hook, um, being interviewed, and their parents. And some of the parents lost kids, and others had children that survived who were unbelievably strong little units, but probably going to be messed up forever from what they were saying. But I had that on for like 10 minutes. I was lying in bed going, I don't think this is what you should be listening to. But for some reason, I found it soothing. I actually found it soothing to hear stories from little kids that have experienced something way worse than I have. And even though I've lost some friends, I mean, I'm in my 50s, you know, you lose friends throughout your life. But once you're in your 50s, they do start dropping off like flies a bit. But these little kids were age 5 and lost, you know, their entire class. So I don't know why. Well, I do know. I mean, it's not that my matters don't matter, but fuck, for a bit of a reality check and a bit of perspective, that's what I chose to listen to fall asleep to. And it was still playing when I fell asleep. Is that weird? I mentioned Sandy Hook and 8 people have left my chat. They're probably all sick of me whinging. I don't blame you. I'm sick of. This is why I'm all out of words, because the words that are coming out of my mouth at the moment, I don't even like hearing a lot of it. Sometimes things just get so overwhelming. It's okay to fall back for self-preservation. Thanks, Tanny. I really think on this occasion, I've got so much on my plate that I am truly overwhelmed. Hey, Scout, no, I don't have someone to pop in and catch it. Well, I do have a friend who's offered to come down tomorrow and just spend a few hours reading her book and having a D&M with Biscuit. And I may take her up on that offer. She actually offered to do both days and then messaged me to say that she can't do Thursday, but depending on what the vet says, yeah, I might have to get a cat sitter. There's a really good community group down here too that I could put a little call out there, but I'd rather have someone I know and someone who knows Biscuit. But yeah, my friend Louise, she might be able to do a few hours tomorrow. And then another friend of mine down here who's quite elderly, she used to be a pet sitter in her retirement, her early retirement. And she's just messaged me. We were meant to be having lunch this week, but I'll message her back and say next week would be great. But I might give her a call and just say, I don't know if you're up to doing a bit of cat sitting. I mean, they've just sold their house, so she's probably not, but you never know. Yeah, slow release medicine would be awesome. Hey, Mercedes girl. Hopefully you've been filled in on Biscuit. It's in the chat anyway. Just to save me repeating the sad tale of woe, just send out good vibes. She comes home today. I am very happy I'm on the beach balance. But all these snowstorms in America are crazy, and people are getting snow in places that don't normally snow. Yeah, when it rains, it pours. You're so right, Nika. You'd babysit for me, Raven, and you'd be a great babysitter. Someone with 11 cats, I'd be like, you're the one. 11, is it? Or not? I can't remember. You're huge brood. A lot going on in a short time, indeed. Hi, Plumy. Hi, Morgan. I'm scrolling back up again. The chat keeps shooting down to the end, and I don't want anyone to feel like I've missed them. So this is me now stressing that I don't acknowledge everyone in chat. Did you see a shark? Boo Boo is logging off. Fuck, I'm so behind in chat. I only get like 3 messages at a time, and now um, I can't even scroll back up. I'm not naked, no, Val. Although we're walking down here, my bikini bottoms were falling down. I'm like, damn, I haven't lost that much weight. I think they've lost their elastic. After this live, though, I'm going in that ocean. I'm just going to have a massive cleanse. So therapeutic. Head home, make a beautiful salad for lunch, and then I might watch a movie on Netflix. Oh, I do want to talk about the Hotel Cecil, the show about Elisa Lam and everything else that's happened on that hotel. I'm not going to watch that this afternoon. My God, it's so full on. But big shout out to Stephanie Harlow. She's included in that a lot. And there's another YouTuber, I don't know, John Larden, I think his name is, who gets a lot of coverage as well. But I think Netflix is going to start doing all these true crime things because they realised doing the Watts case how many people got into it, because that was the biggest Netflix produced show like ever. So now they're doing this Hotel Cecil one. It's really interesting. But we might have a chat about that. But yeah, big shout out to the YouTube true crimers who are great true crimers like Stephanie Harlow for getting a lot of coverage. Well deserved. I love all of you, and Biscuit does too. Tori, I don't know anyone that's gone through so much in a couple of years. It's been crazy, Tanny, and the time you and I have known each other. I've lost about a dozen really good friends and several other friends, and a couple of incredibly close friends. I had adrenal burnout. Yeah, there's been a lot. You're right, Tanny. There has been a lot. But there's been a lot of great as well. I'll stay strong, Will the Rocker. Love you, Will. Love you, Morgan. Love you, Val. I made him back with a slow hand. I love her with an easy touch. Yeah. Actually, it's quite funny. I've got a lover who probably would be the best thing for me right now, but he's away. Oh well. I shall de-stress and relax, Caspar. I'm racing through chat now. Yeah, the one-way street friendships are shit, Flamy Flamy. It's nice to get to an age where you realise that and just go, have fun on your little one-way street. I'm over here on the highway with everyone else. Rocks break under pressure too. Good quote, Kylie. Oh, I'm only in chat where you guys are bitching about my friend. Thanks for welcoming everyone, Tanny. I forget to. Hey, thank you to everyone too. Like my numbers are dropping off significantly, so I get it. Someone's probably gone live who's way more entertaining than me right now. But thank you to everyone. Hi, Ruth. Can you interview a shark? Well, if a shark ever comes hither, I will. Bye, Francesca. Love you. Biscuit hopefully will come home today. I'll keep you all posted. Oh, you're dog sitting, Morgan. I want you as Biscuit sitter. Don't literally sit on it. Yeah, good jokes there, guys. But thank you, Raven. Just know that you're loved too, and my whinging will pass. That goes for everyone in my chat. Whether you were here earlier, whether you watch this on a replay, you're all loved, and my whinging will pass. Casper would even cat sit, even though he's not a cat person. Yeah, swim time is coming up. Oh, 10 Lives is in town, so if she can just board at the vet for, I mean, look, I've been without her now since Saturday, so I'm used to not having her in the house. If they say, look, we're happy to keep her here for a couple of nights, they charge like $20, which includes food, and they'll be able to give her medicine. So they might charge 50, but I don't care. If it means she's okay and I'm okay, it'll be worth it. I don't know. Well, Morgan, no, she does love love as long as you don't want to pick her up and hold her. But if you just want to like sit on the floor with her and pat her and tickle her tummy and scratch under her chin and give her head massages and nose, she loves little nose massages. So cute. I'm like, head massage, and she puts her head up. I go nose, and she tilts her head up so I can give her a little nose massage. It's the cutest thing. Yeah, people tell me to set up a camera, Val, but I suspect she'll just curl up in a spot and sleep all day. She's still pretty weak. Like even when she comes home, she's going to be weak for a while. So she'll probably just sleep and drink water and eat some food and then sleep again. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping the vet's going to say. Like I doubt she's going to want to play chasey up and down the hall and help me garden out on the deck. Not that I'll be there, but you know what I mean. Like she's going to be pretty mellow, I think. And I'll put like YouTube music for cats on when I leave in the morning so that she's not too stressed because she's got anxiety too. We're a great team. But thank you so much for everyone. Oh, you watched that? Yeah, crime scenes. That's it. John Lawden. Yes. Um, was fabulous. I haven't finished it yet, but I shall. Oh, I've made it to the end. I know. Wouldn't your little person be the perfect cat sitter? It would be the best. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. I can't believe I had like 21 people in here. That's crazy. All wanting to know how little B is, I guess, which is so lovely. Thank you. So please take this as an across the board thank you and love you to all of you. And yes, my whinging shall pass. I've got so many ideas on things that I'd like to do on YouTube, but I just don't have the desire to do it, or not even the desire, just the energy. I brought a really lovely book down with me and a little some snacks, a little box of snacks, and my water. I'm going to sit here and read for a little while and get nice and warm so I can just run in. I'm not going to bother with my board, I don't think. I think I'll just run in and out, but just get a really good cleanse happening. But thank you so much for all checking in. And yeah, for now, if you have messaged me, I really appreciate it. I will have time after, like later in the week and on the weekend, to start responding. I'm sorry if people feel that I'm letting them down by not responding sooner, but I really just wanted you guys to know because you guys mattered to me and a lot, and I love you all very much. And I think because I got these messages from people that I barely know saying that they were a bit upset I hadn't responded yet, I thought, well, fuck, maybe some of my real friends are too. So that's really why I wanted to go live um, and let you all know that it's very appreciated. And I will get back to everyone individually eventually. But I hope everyone has a beautiful day or night, whatever you're up to. I hope you've enjoyed the sunshine on this gorgeous beach, and we'll all reconnect very soon. I'll definitely put a little update up, even if it's just a quick little video, to let you all know how Biscuit's doing, because I know that you're all so gorgeous and worry about her. And I don't want you wondering if, silence means something bad has happened. So I'll definitely keep you updated. But I do love you all very much. And thank you for all of your love and support, and some of you, your generous gifts, which weren't necessary, but thank you. Um, and have fun out on YouTube. If you're playing around on YouTube, spread lots of love and from Biscuit and I, thanks a million. We wouldn't be doing this without any of you.